Hi everyone, it's Donna here, and I'm just coming on to show you another journal that I just completed. This one is again in the vintage style. Her name is Ivy, and she is just held together with some coffee dyed cotton fabric that's not attached. She measures 5 inches by 7 inches. And of course my dog chose right now to start chewing on her bone. So that's what you hear in the background. The cover is a collage of all of my vintage and antique laces. A little doily there with a mother of pearl button. And that's what the back looks like. This is some very antique lace that I have. And then there's some one of my bead and charm dangles hanging from the side, and this is just held on with a bulb pin so that can be removed. And it's got all kinds of charms on it. There's a purse, a dove, a leaf, a big pearl, a heart, a dragonfly, another wire wrapped bead. And then also there's a big charm up here with a vintage photo in there, and this is Ivy's grandmother, and that's just held on to with the pin also. Did I say that she measures 5 by 7? And there are 60 pages front and back, and it is a single signature, but she's a chunker. I had to tell myself to stop. It's a soft spine, so it's very flexible. There's some vintage eyelet lace for the pocket, and that goes all the way through. A couple of tags in the front with one of my pretty ladies. All the tags are blank on the back for journaling. Just a page from Edith Holden made into a tag. It says, "Creativity takes courage." This is a vintage Battenberg doily that I have backed with coffee stained paper so you can write on the back side. This is a page at 1800s ledger that I have, 1883. This is the original page, and then there's a pocket here with embossed vellum with just a little journaling tag tucked in there, and that opens up. On this side there's a couple of journaling cards. This one is from Dreams Etc., and this is from one of my images from archive.org. That just tucks there, and on the paper clip is a little lock and key, a little teeny tiny key with it. A glassine envelope here with some more vintage lace, a couple of vintage laces, and a couple of little journaling tags, journaling cards, a little bit of very delicate tatting on there, and then another one of my pretty ladies on a collaged background. Excuse me. This is just a page from a 1950s magazine. I think it was a Life magazine, if I remember correctly. This is just a little fabric flip with some vintage laces and this beautiful embroidered lace. I only have a little bit of that left, so I use it very sparingly. A page from a 1920s children's reader with some pretty images on it. This is just a pocket page that I made. This is a scan that I made, a digital, and a butterfly journaling card in there. That just tucks in there. Vintage music page, pocket here with some more vintage lace at the bottom there. And this is a postcard. Hasn't been made. It's from the early 1900s. Pretty floral. And this is an original page from a 1902 farm journal. And there's some nice advertising on the back there, so you can use that. You can scan it, use it for collage, whatever you want. Interesting reading, I'm sure. Here's the fortune cookie in this one. All my journals have one of these in it. There's inside, it's a little fold-out envelope, and inside it is a fortune. Some of my coffee stained paper with doily. This is an original page from a 1905 almanac. That's also some interesting reading. Here is a little pocket, little envelope that I made, and tucked inside of it is all kinds of little bits of ephemera, a couple of Tim Holtz people, just something you can explore, and you decorate the journal further if you want. And tucked behind that is another one of my pretty ladies, my Victorian ladies, and some more lace behind that. Some Glimmer Mist sprayed paper. Here's part of one of my snippets, and that just folds up for more journaling. I've recently purchased a couple new bird books, so you're going to see a lot of birds in here. This is one of the books that I purchased. It's from the 1940s, and this is just a little coin envelope with a quote on the front that says, "Find life an exciting business, and most exciting when it is lived for others." And that was a quote from Helen Keller. And inside of it is a little seed catalog booklet that I made with some extra little journaling paper. And there's the back side of it. This one's from 1900. Another butterfly. This is from a book on French phonics. And there's an upper tuck here with some lace and more butterflies. These are not from the butterfly books that I just bought yesterday. I had already finished this journal. There's another piece of cutwork lace there, vintage, with a journaling card inside. That's a postcard. And inside the center signature is an Edith Holden page from an Edith Holden book, and the strings have little pearls and crystals on them. Here's a side tuck made from one of my die cuts, and a fussy cut bird from one of the recent bird books, and another page from a recent bird book, collaged. That tucks up here. On the back side is just a tuck spot here, and in it is a journaling card. It says, "Use your wings." And there's a little envelope here. There you can tuck something in. There's nothing in there right now. And behind it is a tuck spot with a couple of little pieces of ephemera. There's the back side of that bird book with some vintage crochet lace and a little dragonfly. There's a pocket here with a quote that says, "Childhood reveals tendencies, youth develops personality, maturity establishes character," by Hubert Van Zeller. And then in it is a little card that says, do more of what makes you happy." You should all listen to that. And this is just a fabric pocket, and that folds open for more journaling. Plenty of space for journaling in here. Just a little bit of collage on the side there. Another piece of tatting going down the edge of that page. A couple of tags in here, collage tag and I think this is Tim Holtz, or it may be the Graphics Fairy. I think this one is the Graphics Fairy. And another quote at the bottom here: "The surest way to make yourself happy is to make someone else happy." That is so true. And this is a pocket page. There's another butterfly journaling card, and this is the rest of that ledger page that I used as a page in the book. So that's the rest of it. You can do what you want with that. Beautiful handwriting on there. Another Fussy Cut bird from one of my new books. Another one there. Just a little collage at the bottom there. And this is a pocket and one of my pretty ladies on a collaged background. Fussy Cut flower. This is a scan of that book from the 1700s that I have, the cover page to it. And I scanned it and I printed it on vellum. So that's from the 1700s. And then just a journaling card in here. It says "Keep moving forward." Here's a see-through pocket with a journaling tag in it. And you can see the butterfly and the bird through the window there. Fabric flip with some of my vintage laces. There's 1, 2, and this gorgeous one. That one I'm using sparingly too because I love it. Page from that book, the magazine, Edith Holden. This is the back side of that glassine envelope, and then tucked into it is a little tiny postcard. And two of my pretty vintage ladies with the big hats. This page just has this is a map from a 1800s encyclopedia, and then it's just journaling spot on the back. That's held on with a paper clip with a little flower charm on it. Back side of the ledger with some eyelet lace on it, and the back side of that Battenberg doily. And the back pocket just has some extra paper for journaling or to cover up anything any text. Nope. I hear my phone in the other room saying there's a severe thunderstorm watch, so I'm glad I'm doing this now. And there's the back side of it again. And this is Ivy. It is spoken for already. She was a custom order, but if for some reason it wasn't what she was looking for, she has changed her mind. If she is for sale, the purchase information will be down below in the description box. And that's all I have for today. You have until Thursday to get your entry in mailed for my challenge, and then I'll be doing the drawing at the end of the month. So you still have time to get your entry in. So I would love for everybody to join me in that challenge. I want a nice, big, thick, chunky friendship journal at the end of this challenge. And that's all for now. Bye!